Hi, welcome. My name is Lyndon Azcuna. I'm the Executive Director here at LifePlan. And this is such an important topic that we're going to be talking about today. This is about pornography and the impact of pornography, the danger of pornography, and the bondage that pornography brings to people. And I just want to say this is very, very important to LifePlan, very important. We believe this is an arena, sexuality is an arena where we want to speak into as a ministry. We believe there's a lot of bondage, especially in pornography, and we believe that the gospel of Jesus Christ brings that freedom. And so here the mission is we exist to spread the gospel by helping people choose life and live that hope-filled life in Jesus. And we believe that pornography doesn't allow that. So we want to point people to Jesus. So we want to talk about pornography today, and I hope you'll stay with us. And also, I just want you to know there'll be 7 sessions on this. So we're going to break it up to 7 sessions. You can watch them separately, or you can watch them in order. And we'll start every session with just an explanation of what that session is. Here's the outline of those 7 sessions. Number 1, we want to talk about the pornography epidemic and how pervasive it is. We want to share about, number 2, we want to share about how pornography works. And number 3, we want to see the impact or dangers of pornography. There's many of them. And then number 4, we want to give people some immediate steps that they need to take if they want to get rid of pornography in their lives. And then number 5, we want why we need God's help in this matter. And just a short summary, we need a heart transformation. This is not about working harder. This is not about adding something, subtracting something. Yes, those are the elements. But bottom line, when I talk to men about pornography, we need a transformed heart. I'll explain that further. And part of that is understanding and finding mercy and grace in our pornography. And then last but not least, session 7, all it is an outline of what I have done when working with men who are struggling with pornography. I personally believe this is not a knowledge thing that you only need so you'll get rid of pornography or relieve your guilt. We really need a transformed heart, and a transformed heart does not happen overnight. Yes, it can by God's grace, but we need to change the way we walk and live and just a whole mindset. So I am proposing like a 3 to 6 to 9 month session, one every week, and this is how I would follow that. Okay, so I'm glad you're with me, and I just want to start off with some verses, and this is not the first session, just an introduction. This is what I have to say about this matter, and according to Matthew chapter 5, 27 to 30, listen to this. And you have heard, and Jesus said this, and you have heard it said, you shall not commit adultery. But I say to you that everyone who looks at a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in his heart. If your eyes cause you to sin, tear it out and throw it away. For it is better that you lose one of your members than you lose your whole body to be thrown in hell. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. For it is better that you lose one of your members than to lose your whole body go into hell. The point that I will want to say this, that phrase there, it is better. It is better that you sacrifice, because this is really a terrible thing to pursue. That's what Jesus is saying. I just want to get you that idea. It's better to make a drastic sacrifice against pornography than to pursue it. And that's the idea that I want you to get there. Second idea I want you to see is Romans 12, 1 and 2. You've already heard this many times. Paul says, and I appeal to you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Do not be conformed to the world, but be transformed in the renewing of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God and good, acceptable, and perfect. The phrase that I want you to hear, this is your worship. This is giving your bodies to God, giving our lives to God is a way of worship. And it also is a way of worship when we do pornography. Yes, it is idolatry. You'll see that in some of the sessions I will share. And so I want to encourage you as a brother in Christ. We worship things. And pornography is a worship. It's an act of worship. And God is saying, worship me and worship me alone. Number 3 idea that I want you to get to walk away from pornography, to abstain from pornography, is this verse in Matthew 13, verse 44. The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in the field, which a man found and covered it up. Then in his joy, he goes and sells all that he has and buys that field. The idea here is the joy that it is when you find the real treasure in God and in Jesus Christ. What pornography does, it destroys joy. It destroys your being, and it destroys your hope. But I want to encourage you that there is joy when you sacrifice, when you give up things for Christ, because He is our ultimate joy. So I hope you join us in this journey. And we're going to session 1. Come and join me.